Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Form 3 revision notes. So here we will be doing the 3B chapter 11, the statistic topic. So it's actually not that hard. You just have to be a little bit of careful and remember the main concepts of it. So first of all, you will be asked for three main things, more things later on. The basic three things, the mean, median, and mode, the three M's, so-called the three M's, mean, median, and mode. How do we know which is which? Well, mean refers to average. Median refers to something that's in the middle. Mode and most frequency. So mode refers to the one that comes the most. So let's start doing the questions, then you might get an idea. How do we find the mean? How do we find the average? You might have done for it before. Before we start, this is actually with this part B, just in case you get confused. So your part A is only here. Okay, so average or mean, you find it by adding up all of them first and then divide by the frequency. How many numbers do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you add up all of them first and then you divide it by 5. And whatever answer you get, that will be your answer in the end, 7.6. So that is your mean. How about median? Median means the one in the middle, the number in the middle. But your first thing you have to be very, very careful is check if this is in order. Oh, yes, it is in order. Then how can we find in the middle? Easy. You cut 2 from the beginning, 2 from the back. Oh, nothing left, just one this left. So median is 11. How about mode? Mode refers to something that comes the most. Which number appears the most? Yes, 11 again. So that's how you do part A. How about part B? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 8 numbers. So in your mean, you will have 8 on the bottom. And then above, just add up all of them. Did you put everything in order yet? Because if you don't put all in order, you actually can't do the median. So you'll be able to get the answer is after clicking the calculator. In your calculator, be very careful, add up all these first and then divide by 8. But if you don't put a bracket and then directly divide by 8, you will get wrong answer. So be very careful in that part. So 36. How about median? Median is the one in the middle. But your first step is that to put that in order. So 7. Next one, 13. Actually, if you put in order, it's very easy to see the mode as well. So median will be something in the middle. So we cut 3 from the beginning, 3 from the back. Oh, we just have these 2 left. If there's 2 left, then how you do is add up both of them and then divide by 2. If it's just 1 left, like the part A, then just write that. So here it will be 36 plus 47 divided by 2, which you will be able to get 41.5. That is your answer. How about mode? Mode means most. So which number appears the most? Yay, 47. Good. See, it's super duper easy. This is the first main part of this statistic. But of course, exams are not going to be too easy. They will give you these questions, of course, is for your marks so that you can at least get a pass. But they also give a little bit harder. For example, this question. Now, what happens in this question is sometimes they do tell you how many students in total, sometimes they don't. If they don't, then you have to find on your own. So for these questions, how you do the question is that you have to understand what the table is about. So some people attend a lot of tutorial classes for English, Chinese, Maths, GS, LS, Science, every single subject. For example, this. But some students only attend maybe one, or some even don't. So here is a table, the number of tutorial classes attended by a student, by 60 students basically. So some students said we only attend 2 tutorial classes. How many said that? 16. So 16 students say they only have 2 tutorial classes. 17 people say that they have 3. And so on. 2 people say they have 7 tutorial classes. That is a little crazy because you don't really have that much time. And then, so from this table, what you have to do next part is that write in another table to find the mean actually. Usually, if your exam, if you're in your exam, you don't have this table, just ignore it. You can still find the mean. How can we find it? Mean is the total over the frequency, right? So what is the total? Total means the total value actually. So the total value for this will be 2 times 16 plus 3 times 17 plus 4 times 12 plus this times this plus this times this plus this times this, like that. So that will be your total value. After adding up all of them, you put on the total. And how about the frequency? Frequency. Frequency is just the bottom part. So you add up all these and put here. And then find the answers basically. If you can find it that way, that's easier. But your school, some schools actually they give you the table for making it easier. So what they did is actually do the same thing. 2, 16, 2, 16, 3, 17, 3, 17, 4, 12, 5, 7, 6, 6, 7, 2, like that. And then your first step they ask you is to calculate the XF. What is XF? X is the number of story classes attended. So X here, F is the frequency, F for frequency. And then there's a times in between. So they are multiplying with each other. Same thing that I said earlier, 2 times 16, 3 times 17. So you have to do the same thing here. So just multiply them and then fill in the table. If you have the table in exam, of course you are lucky, you might get some free marks. Don't at least get wrong these. Even if you don't know any other things, you can at least know this. How about a total? The total here for frequency is adding up all of these. Adding up all of these, which will be click calculator 60. How do I know it's 60? The question said so that there are 60 students, so I knew it. How about this one? Well, this one you have to click calculator. After clicking, you'll get 216. And then to find the mean is the total value divided by the total frequency. The sum of the values over the sum of the frequency. The 216 over 60, which is 4.1. Remember to have the units because there are units. Okay, after you have the units, then we have to find the mode. From here, mode means how many classes tutorials are most famous. Well, this one, because those attending 3 classes are the most. 17 people say that they attend 3 classes. The others are less than that. So that's why you will be writing the mode is 3 classes. How about the median? Median is something that's in the middle. How do we find something that's in the middle here? Oh no, it's a little bit harder, right? Well, you can have some tricks if you want to learn. So if it's an even number or odd number, both of them have their own tricks. So if it's the odd numbers in total, odd frequency, then you do how many in total? For example, here is 5. Then the middle one will be the 5 plus 1 divided by 2, which is the third one. So third one. But if it's the even number, like this one, if it's the even number, it will be, again, you find the total people. It's 8 here. So 8, if it's 8 here, then it will be divided by 2 first of all. And then you get 4. So your median will be 4th plus the 5th number divided by 2. Same goes here. It's 60 people in total. So 60 divided by 2 will be 30th. But we do the 30th plus the 31st divided by 2. Okay, like that. Actually, we do the same thing, 60 plus 1 divided by 2, and then you get the 31.5. And then so 31.5 is basically 30.5, sorry, 30.5, which is basically between these two. But then it's hard to find it that way. So that's why we usually say 30th plus the 31st divided by 2. So same for here. Can we find the 30th and the 31st? And then we divide by 2. Well, we have 16 and then 17. So how many here? Oh, we already have 33 here, 16 here, and then 17 here. So in total, 33 here. And this is already in order because the small to big. So the 31st or the 30th, where is it? Until here, it's only the 16th. From here, we start with 17th, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, until the 33rd. And then here will be 34, 35, blah, 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 until the end will be 60th, like that. So where is the 30th and the 31st? Both are in these three classes. So that's why you will be doing 3 plus 3. Actually, you don't have to. You just know that it's all here. So you just write that 3 classes. Okay, easy, easy. All right, then we move to the last style of your statistics exam, this one. So what's so special here is, again, you have a table first and then you have to draw it again, but a little bit different. Usually, previously, you see it's just one single digit here, right? One single numbers. But now there's a range. And if there's a range, you can't easily calculate it because it takes all too much time, because you don't know whether these three people are one or two or three, right there, or even 19, 18, 20, like that. So what we do is find the class mark. How do we find the class mark? Class mark means for this part, what's the average, or you could say what's the middle part of it. So how we find is add up first and last and then divide by 2, which you will get 11.5. Similarly, like that, then just continue. You can write the steps or you don't have to write. It's all up to you. If you like to write all the steps, it's also a good thing. Some teachers actually prefer writing all the steps, some don't. Like for me, I prefer, the concept and also the answers. I mean, like how to do everything. But steps is for understanding. If you can write it, if you can understand, it's also good. So for this one, airtime used minutes, 1 to 20 minutes. How many people are there? 3. So you also write that. Just complete the table and then we'll do it. How about this? X times F. So here we don't times with this whole thing. We don't times with 1 and 20 and everything. We times with the class mark. So 3 times 11. Oh, sorry, this was count wrong. So it should be 10.5. Oh my. So you count 3 times 10.5 will be 31.5. And then just continue calculating. It gets bigger and bigger because the numbers are actually very big. Plus the frequency is big as well. And if I do anywhere wrong, just also tell me. And then the frequency total is 60 because we know it's 60 seniors. How about this one total? Click calculator. Okay, so how do we find the mean? If you have all these things, mean will be the total value after multiplying total value divided by the total frequency, which is 79.5 minutes. Okay, that's how you find the mean. All right, next thing, median. Median refers to, oh, so you had to find mean. Median, how do we find median? Median is something in the middle. How do we know what is middle here? Again, it's 60 people, so 60 divided by 2 will be the 30th plus the 31st divided by 2. So where does the 30th and the 31st come? So you can count from here. 3, 5 is 8, 8, 12 is 20, 20, 14 is 34. Until here is 34. So that means the 30 and the 31st is actually in here. So you can just write 70.5. Okay, you can write 70.5 minutes, or yes, 70.5 minutes will be the best one. Your median will be 70.5 minutes. Okay, so that's for this part. I know this question was a little bit harder because the numbers were a lot. Again, we had 60 people in total, so you have to find median by finding the middle parts. So one more thing I want to elaborate a little bit more. You can, of course, end the video if you want. So I just want to tell you the table here. What does that mean? I did explain a little bit before, but a little bit more now. So how many twos do we have? 16. So you write 16 two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because some students, they don't know how to calculate like this. So you can actually write it down. How many threes? How many fours? How many fives? It's according to here. And then how many six? How many sevens? Just two. So I'm writing like that. Then you can find the mean, adding up all of them, divided by the total frequency. Total people here are 60. So you can divide by 60. Of course, that takes a lot of time. You can do it like this directly, of course. And how do I find the most? The mode. See which number has the most? Here. 17 here. So this one is your mode. How about a median? We can find it now. Easy. Let's cut 20 from the beginning and 20 from the back first. So 20 from the beginning. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 2, 6, 8, 8, 7, 15. And then 20. So 20, 20. We still have more. So let's cut 5 more. Let's try. Because we all have to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we still have it. So let's cut 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we just left these two. So your median will be 3 plus 3 divided by 2, which is still 3. So that's how you can find as well. This is actually a method that you don't really have to think. So that's all for this part. Hope you like it. And if you have any other questions, just WhatsApp me or tell in the comment section below, which I don't really pay focus too much, but of course you can still say there, or you could also email me any way that you want. So thank you everyone. Allah Hafiz. See you soon in next video.